Hello and welcome to another edition of Dungeons of the Dragons. We are here about to get this next game started. I'm excited to start it off in a completely different area. We're not starting it off like back in a dungeon. We're in like a whole new city. So it'll be fun to see what happens.
Were you getting tired of the dungeon you designed?
No, not at all. There's plenty that you didn't. Plenty that you didn't see. I am here today with my esteemed players, of course. We have over to my left, David Nowers.
I am playing Ruben Glowstone, the rock gnome. Also, I've been mispronouncing his deity. It's not Lathlander, it's Lathander.
Yeah. I realized
there was an
that a
extra
couple
L in it.
episodes ago, and I was like, oh, he's adding an extra L in there. Next, we have Paul Sunderhaus.
Yo, I'm playing Glyphord Hune. You might know that by now. We got our little Hero Forge tokens, and he looks like this, apparently.
Oh, yeah. We got some special little Hero Forge tokens out today. And, of course, on the end, Camden Dalton.
And I will be playing Khalladak, Rock Pusher, brother. And who is a bugbear barbarian.
That's exactly
I want
what
to come
he
up with
is.
some more
Currently-
cool intros.
Currently disguised.
Currently disguised as a human, giant jacked human.
Yeah, that's what we should call you, Giant Jack.
Giant Jack.
Giant
Khalladak.
Jack Khalladak.
Yeah, Giant Jack Khalladak.
I thought it would.
Does Khalladak have a last name? It's Rock Pusher.
Yeah, just Rock
It's just a
Pusher.
title.
It's his
Yeah.
occupation, title, and
And last name. His surname.
All right, so last time on Dungeons of the Dragons, our three co-workers, Ruben, Glyphord, and Khalladak, were on their way to Middlebranch when Corvo the Wereraven, assistant of Grundevald, flew down and intercepted the group.
He's a were. We're just learning
Yeah,
that he's a were-raven.
you know, you could have rolled for it, but I'm telling you now. He gave the co-workers some maps and green dragon scales, and they were told to trade these in along the road with some trinket traders along the way. He told them that when they arrived in Middlebranch, they were to go to Tiny Toe Tavern, where they would be met by another. When they finally go to the main road, they bumped into the traders, two gnomes by the names of Jimothy and to Jacob. The group gave them the scales that they had received, and they, in turn, received some magical items. Khalladak received an amulet of deception, which allows for the wearer to disguise themselves for an hour. Another side note, it gives you proficiency in deception. I did not tell you this, but it gives you proficiency in deception. Ruben received a bag full of small vials of alchemist's fire, and Glyph received a bag of holding. Lucky him.
a whistle and a crystal.
He didn't really
Yes.
want it.
Along with the other trinkets that they quickly spent their per diem on. Then they decided to make their way to Middlebranch, where Khal and Glyph disguised themselves as individuals that would fit in better. Fit in better. They eventually found a table at Tiny Toe Tavern and ordered way too many ales and chatted with the barmaid about the city. As she left their table...
Way too many is your opinion. Don't shame us.
Well, I mean, one of you ordered 7.
I think I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 3, 3, and 1.
Oh, that's what it was. You have 7 total. It was... You ordered 3 for the group.
3 and 1.
Yeah, that's what it was. So you have 7 ales at your table. As the barmaid left their table, an older, cloaked man strode towards the end of their table and looked down at them, saying, "This might be awkward." As Ruben suddenly recognized the man known as the missing Arnie Silvertongue. So yes, you have an older man standing in dark robes. He's standing over the table, and he's looking over at you, Ruben, and he says, "I just wanted to apologize."
Hey, just give me a sec. All right, you want to go?
Let me finish. I gotta finish this, brother. I currently have
I've got 3 of them.
a wooden straw that I'm just sipping my ale out of.
And just
All right.
Khalladak is he's conscious about the environment. He's trying to save the turtles.
Okay. All right. Well, you were saying, Mr.
I'm sorry. I know. I just want to let you know I was just doing my job.
Fireball.
It's like, you have access to Fireball?
Nah, just everybody says Fireball.
You just say fireball.
Just say Fireball at him.
In your
Is that what
head,
you're
Just
drinking?
gonna see
right
if I
now?
can react.
in your head, it's just this, like, you play through this moment of you blowing
One day,
Arnie
maybe
up.
I'll have it. Well,
Can I have a seat at your table?
I
here?
think that probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
And so he sits down across from you and says, well,
Is he next to me?
yeah.
I'm gonna scoot
next to you.
closer to him.
Okay. He definitely feels a little uncomfortable, and he's like,
I was just doing my job as a recruiter. That's what I'm supposed to
As
do.
you're doing your job, what job for who?
I work for Grundevald.
You work for that dragon?
Well,
Hey, we work for Grindelwald.
I know
Yeah,
now.
that's my point.
Yeah. Well,
You know this guy?
I've never seen this guy in my
Do you know this guy?
Sounds like you know this guy.
I do know this guy. Name's Arnie. Arnie, silver fingers. No, silver hair. No, silver
tongue.
tongue. Knows it.
I just wanted to apologize. I never usually see anyone again.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Yes.
just sent that other group in there to perish.
Well, you didn't die.
But everyone else did.
Well,
The only reason I didn't die is because I was useful. I could heal people.
yes.
They got a healer on their team?
They had a paladin.
Hell, I only had one paladin down there with me. He's got like a 20% chance of making it.
Yeah.
Not as good at it. They got another set of skills.
Well, he can't be crushed by a rock. That's for dang.
Yeah, they won't go left.
I
Any
heard about
problems.
that.
Oh, they run
told
into
me
that.
they're doing some work on the West Wing.
Hold
called
on.
it
Okay, now
downsizing.
we're not talking workplace stuff right now. We're talking about how you're scumbags sending people to their death.
Well, that's my job now.
What do you mean now?
Well, you see, it all happened that long ago.
Okay, so like 20 minutes later.
It's an animation sequence.
Exposition
animation
complete.
sequence cuts to.
No, you see, I used to work for the Blue Dragon, Veilregal, back in her dungeon. Well, it's not really a dungeon. It started that way, but
Blue Dragon, is that the one we're going after now?
yes,
How do you know that, brother?
Okay.
I've been told.
You've been talking to that Raven guy?
Give this information to you. It's a chain, goes down the chain to me, and now I'm giving you the information. You know how.
Are
it
you
works.
actually anything? Or are you just a messenger? Like, can you actually do you? Or what are you, a wizard? You just look like a wizard?
Well, it's profiling a bit, don't you think? Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can cast spells.
It's the robes and the staff.
He's got a robe, and he's got a robe. Everyone has a robe. He's wearing a cloak.
But those guys aren't
Just 'cause
going
he's
after
wearing a cloak,
dragons.
is he a ranger or something?
As Glyph's kind of looking around.
100%
Glyph,
is.
talking to him,
He
he's
is a
100%
ranger.
one
But
of
he
ranger.
could not have been a ranger.
Hey, that's profiling.
Fair.
I think Glyph's trying to look him over and see if he's got like anything under his like cloak or something.
Roll a perception
All right,
check.
cool. It's a 9.
He looks like a well-worn traveler. He's got he's wearing like a robe, definitely over him that had a hood, but he's pulled the hood back at this point. He has a backpack on his back, and yeah, that's about as much as you notice. Like he's just got
A pack on his
like
back?
a pack, yeah, just a pack on his back. A pack on his back.
So, Veilregal, she does not have a dungeon in the traditional sense. Over time, she's built herself a tower. So, she has a quite large tower in the middle of Celestial City, down in Sandream. And it is quite enormous. It has become a production hub. And the thing is, she's sort of gotten rid of many of the people that worked there, and she's been slowly replacing them with mech men,
I beg your pardon?
mechanical men, or mechanical items at the very least.
What kind of metals does she use?
Oh, all sorts, whatever she can get her hands on. It was my job to help build them in the beginning. When I learned I was being let go, I was able to escape.
Oh.
And in the process, being tracked down.
You just thought you'd tie yourself to another dragon.
Well, wasn't
Just
so
hit yourself
easy
and
as
hitching
all
yourself
that.
to another dragon.
Well, what other options did I have? Everything was trying to kill me.
Come on, man. Let's, not send people to their death.
I didn't know that would be the job. I thought
Oh,
I'd
you
get
just thought-
taken into the dungeons and I'd work somewhere inside of there. I
You
didn't know.
just set traps off to kill people. You'd be doing the killing.
Well, and inadvertently, I don't try to kill anyone. Outright. Try. I don't try.
This is real weak, man.
I know. Trust me. I don't feel proud of myself.
Have you ever been to Celestial City? Talk about it. What are you curious?
If it's in Sandringham, I've probably
I've
been there.
only been in the cave.
It's so Celestial
what I need to
City is on the outskirts of Sandrame. They're the Sandrame Mountains, which are that is an area you're very familiar with. That's where you kind of
Drow are
pretty much all
centralized.
from there. Yeah, most of the Drow live there or underneath there. Celestial City is built kind of near the coast, and it is just a massive city. Very well known for the theater productions that they put on. So, a lot of people go out there to try and become theater fans.
That's what it was. My sister. That's right. Because that's where she met Glenn. Is that
Oh.
right?
Glenn, yes. Oh, damn. Is he dead? Is he one of the ones?
No, he's actually, yes, he's dead. Well, I mean, he's gone. I assume that he's dead because the rest of them died, and we never.
Glenn
I
was,
mean,
Glenn was with you when you showed up.
Well, it was me and Glenn's my brother-in-law.
Right.
And then there was a dwarf named Tom,
Okay.
and then there's an elf. His name was Lorne. And then there's Arnie here, and Arnie skedaddled, and it was just four of us went in, and Boulder came down, Khal,
Guilty.
and squashed everybody. When I woke up, there was scraping up Glenn and Tom and Lorne, and Glenn. I didn't see Glenn, but yeah, Glenn's probably dead.
Yes. I'm sorry to hear that. He was a nice boy. I liked him. He was not very good at singing.
No, he was real annoying, but he's still a nice guy.
Yes.
How many adventures do you think you've sent to their dooms?
This doesn't sound like a good question to ask.
I definitely.
How long you been doing this?
Oh, few years.
Years?
Yes. A few years.
You're really good at convincing people to do this. Maybe we should consider.
It's the wise old wizard guy.
Yeah.
Look, that everybody's like, "Oh, we got a wizard. He'll save us."
It does help. And I give them a proposition of destroying a dragon. Nobody's seen dragons in years. And so, of course, they're going to try and come kill a dragon. It sounds like it'd be glorious. I'm also here and to give you this. And he pulls out of his pocket. He says, this here is a rune slate. This rune slate should get you into, if not all, most of the doors in Vaelrigal's tower,
This is a key card.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a piece of stone.
Sure.
With some runes on it.
convenient.
This should get you into most of the rooms. I was able to swipe it and get out. I've been told at this point as well to accompany you on your mission there.
You gonna run away again?
Yeah, we heard that one before.
Well, no, I've been given a new job. Oversight.
So many conflicting emotions.
Say, you said oversight?
Yes.
How'd you find us tonight?
Corvo, I don't know if you have met him. Probably. He's...
Birdman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were-Raven.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. He was the one who delivered the message to me, and like I said, the chain. Also, I don't know if you interacted directly with Grundevald. I suppose you did, because he's never sent anyone out of his caves before, except myself.
And the were-raven.
And the were-raven.
Well, yes, he has exceptions, for sure, but never like somebody from his employees, staff like you. I've never seen get out before. But I've heard he wants you to kill his sister.
Yeah, he said he wants us to kill them all the dragons.
I like that's the part you whispered about.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about Vaelrigal here in the open. maybe we should take it somewhere more private. Do you have a room?
No.
Do you?
Not yet.
Because I have about.
10
I
minutes.
look at my thing. I got about.
Yeah, you just see like a little like light is just like slowly disappearing on the little amulet.
Did I scan the room at the end of last game when we came in?
You looked around and
Did
there was no.
nothing stood out as.
What's crap? I can't remember the Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh, there was no Aragorn
sitting in the corner smoking a
no
pipe.
Strider.
Yeah, no
Striders
no
are-
Striders. Yeah.
I wanted to be the Strider. That's why I was trying to get a pipe and a coat.
I mean, you can do another perception check or something.
I
like
just want
that.
to see if anybody's listening to our conversation. This is 14.
You look around the room, and you're just kind of glancing about just to see. I mean, obviously, Arnie is looking a little bit cautious. You notice a guy kind of at the corner. He's like leaning on the bar. Looks like he's chatting with another dude. Seems fairly like an insignificant chap, but he looks over towards your table as you're looking around. The only distinguishing feature about him is he has very blue eyes. But that's the only distinguishing feature. But he
He looks like he's listening, though.
not necessarily listening, but he definitely glances over at your table and looks over at all of you. But he's not like staring you down. He just kind of glances, sees
Any-
you looking, locks eyes with you for a moment, and averts his gaze. Just turns back. and-
Nothing else about him. Is he male? Is he human or?
He looks human, yes. He looks human.
I just want to kind of remember that guy.
Okay, Glyph will get up and go talk to Ygritte.
Okay.
And find her.
Oh, hello, love. What's up? What's you need?
Hey, you know, we talked about that room earlier.
Yes.
We'll be taking it.
Okay.
How's this work?
You just hand me how many of you is going to be. Do you want one room for each of you, or do you want one whole room? We have 4 beds in one room.
That'll work.
It's normally more of a communal situation. It's like a little hostel.
One chamber pot.
One chamber. Okay.
Oh, the chamber part is down the hall in a separate room.
So there's no
It's
bathroom
not
in the room?
outside. Well, that's nice.
I don't know why we're just getting through the details.
About the chamber
Yeah.
pot. Wait, no, explain where the chamber
do you
pot
have a room
is.
next to the bathroom?
Does this place have plumbing?
Definitely not.
We'll take the room. I'll give her whatever it costs.
Perfect. Yes, I can do that. That's going to be you're staying just the one night.
I think so.
That'll be 3 gold. All right, thank you. Do you want anything else at your table?
No, I think we just.
Do we have dinner or we just have drinks?
You just have drinks.
We just need the room, right?
Hey, see if they got on the menu. See, I'm getting kind of hungry.
I guess we need to see a menu.
Oh, well, I'm the menu.
Ah.
you like that joke?
Oh, Ygritte.
But for real, if you've got any money, I mean, it can happen.
Awkward.
But she
I would
just
like some-
tells you about some like various like venison and like pork and.
Wait, how did you get out of that
veggies.
situation?
Egret.
Yes, love. What's up?
Do you have any cheese?
Of course, we got some cheese, some wonderful cheese.
I'd like some cheese.
All right, I've got it for you, love. And she disappears and looks like she's rummaging in the back. Eventually comes out with some cheese and puts it on the table. Just a big wedge of yellow cheese. Oh, you're paying now. This is going to be. Oh, do you want me to bill it to the room? Either way, you're going to pay money.
Yeah. Yeah, I want you to build it to the room, actually.
Perfect.
And I whisper, and I'm going to say, he's got it. And, like, point over at Glyph.
Go, Glyph. Oh, right. Yes, of course. He was taking care of the other amenities. So,
Yeah,
I heard that.
Right.
So she brings you out a bunch of other meats and things like that.
I believe we should go up to your room then, yes?
I look
All
at
right.
my thing, and I, like, nudge Glyph. I'm like,
All right, so you guys make your way. She, as you're going up the stairs, she's like, I didn't even tell you which room. That's going to be room 7 on the left, up the top of the stairs.
I bound up the stairs.
Okay.
Like, unnatural. Like, not like a human would do it.
Yeah, of course.
Let's throw
You
his
just
hood back up.
your big arms just wailing around as you're doing it.
I'm like, hitting like the stairs in front of me and like with my arms.
Like you're
and,
running like a
yeah,
little
So
kid.
you're like Beast.
Yeah. Like Beast from X-Men.
Well, you get to the top. You see the room number 7. Pop right on in.
I've already claimed a bed.
Okay. Yeah. They're not like big beds. I mean, they're like
Will
normal.
he fit on a
They're
bed?
like a twin size bed.
I've pushed 2 together.
I was gonna say.
and I'm laying on both of them already before they even get to me.
Yeah. You just get to the room.
I just want to say I had this idea, but I knew he was going to do so.
So you all get to the room. Arnie is looking around. He notices that you've got 2 of the beds, and I imagine, do you guys also go to claim beds? Yeah. You throw your stuff on beds, and Arnie's standing there like, I guess I'll get my own room. Of course, that makes sense. And then
Arnie, you can have my bed.
Arnie, you can sleep up here in this bed. I'm like making like a little thing at the foot of my bed, like
a
Ruben
little
size.
cocoon. Or
Like Ruben size. Like kind of like a dog bed, like I've rolled up a sheet. Ruben?
I've been given a decent per diem. I think I can make it work.
You sure? I'm not going to use my
Nah,
bed.
I feel better about that. This sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just going to be standing in the corner.
You're not gonna sleep.
No, I'm just going to enter my trance and just...
You stand to your trance.
Glyph doesn't have to lay down. He just kind of stands in the corner and enters his trance, meditates.
Tiresome.
Oh well, if you let me stay, then I'm all right.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's go.
He looks he looks down the hall and kind of like looks around, and he closes the door to the room, and he walks over kind of to the middle of you, and he says, "Huddle up, quick."
Yeah, I huddle. Okay. I know huddling.
So as you
huddled.
do so, you see him reach into the back where his like backpack is, and he yanks. You see him like yank on this cord, and it just all of a sudden you hear like a small motor just like start up behind him. And he's like, and he is looking around, and he says,
All right, we're safe right now. What I've done, this is a scryo denier. This thing, I built this, and I built this. This is one of my inventions. It doesn't allow anyone to scry on us. It's quite a smart invention. It's able to actually pull from other planes and actually build a little orb around us.
He's lost me.
It's wonderful. Anyways, I know it's off track and it's a very new prototype, but I've built it so that none of the dragons can listen in on us currently. So, okay,
I
here's
just
the
go,
thing.
Belregard sucks.
Right, she can't hear that. It's brilliant. Thing is, it'll have to recharge. It'll take a whole day. But right now, I'm with people that I can talk to. It's amazing. Oh, all right. So here's the thing.
Who's scrying on us?
Either of them. Did either
Krigworm sucks.
Who's that?
The red dragon.
Do we know that? Do we know that name?
I would not worry too much about him. He has not met any of us. But I don't know, did Grundeval, did he see
Rick
you?
Richter
Is he
sucks.
familiar with you?
Yeah, Grunewald, we spoke with him.
Okay, do you have any items that he might have interacted with?
Yeah, well, he gave us these scales and we
got-
gave him up.
Okay,
Yeah, well, he's
that's
got
good.
that. You got his.
I open the bag
Sword.
of holding and I'm like pulling stuff out.
Yeah.
You got his sword.
This.
Okay. If he knows of anything
I
or
pull
he's
out my
familiar with
sword.
anything, he is going to be able to use that to latch onto you a little bit better. So you'll just have to be careful about what you say around him during this time. Now, we've only got 10 minutes to do this. So I'm trying to let you know as much as I can in this period of time before this pack sputters out. All right. So first things first. My real name. I don't go by this out in the wild because I'm trying to make sure that Velregal does not find me. But my real name is Alfred Amug.
Okay, Alfred.
Yes.
How long does this scryed and everything last? How much longer do we have?
About 8.5 minutes. I don't know why I looked at a watch. Watches don't exist.
What's Alfred's last name?
Ale mug.
Amug.
A mug.
A-E mug. I already told you that I worked for Velregal. I was her top artificer there at her establishment. Yes, she does mass-produce products at a quick rate, and that is an amazing feat. But the problem is she is doing more than that, and that's where I came in. It is my fault, and I feel terrible about it. I created a mech man. The first mech man. Gravitron. He's a sweet boy. I miss him.
I'm imagining he's like thinking about them as his children or something.
Yes, definitely. Okay. He definitely thinks of Gravitron as his child.
Gravitron was invented to be a useful servant for me, a helper. But Febuary saw the promise. A being that doesn't need to sleep. Wonderful. And is also not needing to be fed. Also wonderful. If you have something like that is that efficient, why would you need any living creature working for you at all? She doesn't have to spend any money. She captures all the gold for herself of all the products that she sells. She never has to expend any resources. It's wonderful. Well, she has also realized, if I have this, I can start my own army. And so has begun to mass produce the mech men. I'm very worried about this. If she continues to create them, she could build an entire unstoppable army. I don't know what the world will do, even the dragons. I mean, yes, I'm sure they would bound together and fight and whatever, but who knows? We don't know for a fact, but I'm just worried.
And have you told Grunewald all this?
No, I was hoping to put it in safer hands. I don't know if I can fully trust you, but I know you were a good man.
I want to put both hands on his shoulders and go, we'll get you back, you baby boy.
Thank you.
I miss him so much. I wiped the tear from his eye.
At this point, too,
most tender bugbear ever.
At this point, you also just you're like the whole like guise that you had just pops back into your amulet, and he's like, "Oh my God! Oh Lord! Oh, I just thought he was an overgrown man. Oh, that makes a lot of sense."
I'm like, I put the finger that I got his tear.
You wiped the tear with.
And I'm sucking on that finger.
I should have understood that you were a bugbear. Well, I don't know why I didn't think this.
Also, you've popped back into being a drow at this point too.
Less surprising.
Less surprising, yes.
Well,
what are you hiding all this from Grindelwald for?
I don't know what he would do with this information. The dragons are all selfish, and yes, Grindelwald hates his siblings. Febuary hates her siblings. They all hate each other, but they would work together if it meant conquering something. And I don't want Grindelwald to know about this any more than I want any of the other dragons to know about it. But because you're going there, we might be able to stop this. We might have a chance.
No, you're going to come with us.
Well, yes, I've been put as your observer. I'm supposed to go with you.
This is great. You can tell us all about these mech men and how we can use them or defeat them.
Well, hopefully. I hope she hasn't made any advancements.
Who's making all the stuff for her now if you're gone?
I don't know, but she might have hired more. I escaped when I learned some of these things, and so that's how I got going, but obviously I had to put my trust in another. Oh dear, and you just hear... Well, it's been good getting to know you fellows, and I think I'm ready to sleep.
And he just walks over to his bed and he says, "Good night now," and he just lays down in his bed.
One thing before I go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to take a piece of the cheese, break it off.
Uh-huh.
And I want to put it like some crumbs going into the bag of holding. So like a piece and then some more going into the bag of holding.
Oh, wow.
And leave it there.
Okay.
I just want to see if I can catch a little mouse friend.
Did you bring a chunk of the cheese with you to bed? Like,
I brought the whole wheel.
Also, I like how you just stole my bag of holding.
For some reason, I thought I had it, but maybe you had it.
Glyph definitely has it on his belt.
Well, can I borrow this real quick?
Real quick for the night.
You looking to store that cheese in here?
Yes,
the meat.
I
don't want your smelly cheesy meat. No, you can't have this.
Okay, just the cheese?
Okay, the cheese is fine. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I'm going to take it and put it in the corner.
What are you doing, Glyph?
Sitting in the corner.
I think Glyph's just like looking out the window, postulating.
I'm gonna walk over to Glyph.
Okay.
So I hear right, you're from you're from near this celestial city.
Well, a little bit more inland, but yeah, I'm from the region.
You ever been there?
I've never been to the city. No.
What's it like down there?
The mountains, though, they're very dark. The darkest of any you've probably been in.
Dark mountains.
Yeah.
Suits you well, I guess.
Have you ever been that way?
No, my sister's been down there before. That's where my brother-in-law Glenn's from.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're really beat up about this Glenn guy.
I say brother-in-law. Well, they did get married just before he left. Yeah, so she came back with Glenn, and then we headed off. He was always talking a big game about wanting to be, changing the world and going out and living life. And then Arnie over there, bitch, Arnie came and talked, whispered in his ears. And Glenn comes showing up to me. He's like, "Hey, Ruben, let's go do this thing." And I was trying to watch out for him because he thinks he's all big and powerful, and he's.
If you want, I could break the news to your sister. I could be the bad guy. Yeah, pay me a couple of gold. I'd be happy to do
Sounds
that
like
for
a
you.
service you might be starting up.
It's something that I've been doing. I've had it in the back of mind for a while.
You've
But
been doing that back. You were doing that back in the dungeon, breaking bad news to folks.
breaking bad news to people whenever they don't feel like telling it themselves.
I mean, it's been like 9 months. I'm pretty sure everybody at home thinks we're dead. Speaking of which, I need to get home too.
You okay, buddy?
What? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Well, you answered my question. I appreciate that. All right. Well, you stand there in the corner and do your not sleeping thing.
Good night.
Yep. All right. Well.
Okay, so you guys are sleeping, but you're trancing, right?
Yep, that's right.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna find this mouse. And that's a 6.
A 6. Okay. You are deep in trance, and you are just so focused on the dark caves of Sandraim. You've been talking about them for a long time. It's been so long since you've been back home, since you were banished away, disgraced, your family most likely all dead. While you aren't asleep, you're lost in thought. When suddenly, through the window, crashes this guy, just landing in the center of the room, like next to you, and the door gets just slammed open off to the sides. And 2 dudes are standing there. One is looking over, like right at you, and the other one, they both have bright blue eyes. Everybody go ahead and roll for initiative. Oh, boy.
Oh, 3.
17.
Oh, okay.
So that didn't wake me up. I'm still
Nope.
asleep.
Yeah, you're just like sleeping so hard.
7.
Thinking about Lucinda back in the dungeon.
Did you say there were 2 or 3 of them? There were 2 at the doorway and 1 came into the window, or 1 each?
One came in from the window.
Yep.
And you see another one in the doorway.
In the door. So 2 total.
There's 2 total that you see
That I see.
right now. They're just a little bit bigger than maybe average, maybe about right at 6 foot. So let's start this off. First one is going to swing at Glyph. First guy hit for 22.
Yeah, it's definitely a hit.
6 damage to you with a slash across your body. Just and the next one is going to attack with advantage against Arnie, who is just sort of groggily waking up. He also does 6 damage to Arnie. Okay. Next, you see, just kind of back over in the corner, another guy come into the door down the hallway.
Do they all look the same, or is it?
They all look relatively the same. They're all wearing different clothes, and they all have long swords in their hands, and they all have bright blue eyes. Scoot by his bud, and he's going to attack Khalladak as he lays in bed.
That'll wake me up.
Yeah, well, 16 to hit.
Yep.
8 damage. So they've all piled in the room. They are all just stabbing down at you guys on your beds, and you guys are just now groggily awakening. Glyph, you are up next. Dude, right in front of you.
Glyph, thinking quickly, reaches into his back pocket.
Okay.
Pulls out the Enforcer. and pulls it directly on the man in front of him.
Okay.
It's a range of 30 feet, so he's well within range.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And he's going to pull both triggers on this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
9, not good. What do I add to this thing?
Add your spell attack modifier.
Modifier's +2.
+2.
It's an 11.
The 11's going to miss.
Okay. Do I do...
You can roll. You can use your bonus action. Fires off the second
Fires
shot.
off the second shot. So let's try that. 12 +2 is a 14.
14 is also going to
Man!
miss. So
This gun has never hit.
you
I just want to point out.
you pulled out the enforcer, and as this guy is up on you, just smacking against you, he knocks your hand to the side as you, boom, you fire it, and it like hits against the ceiling. You try and turn it on him again, and he kind of moves your hand, and boom, it just rockets into the ceiling. You blow just the bottom boards off of like whatever is like above you. The
Right.
roof just kind of just breaks apart up
Is
above.
the night sky visible? Kinda.
Yeah, there's like a hole where the night sky
You
can
gain
be seen.
powers under the night sky, like Moon Knight.
I sure hope so.
That startles me. I'm awake.
Yeah, that wakes me up. Sit right up.
Arnie is going to wake up as well, and because he got stabbed, and he's like, oh, and you see him like,
It's great.
you see his hand whip out to the side, and as he does so, his robe kind of falls back, and you see this metal kind of contraption on the inside of his arm with like this little
Iron Man.
tube on the top, and he like yanks on something with his hand. Oh, and it's actually going to be targeting both of the guys in the room. They have to make strength saving throws. One succeeds and one crit fails. So that's going to be
He takes both damages.
Yeah. Redirects the attack.
4d6s,
Holy moly.
11 damage, and I'm going to add another d6 for the guy that got hit back because he's going to just slam right into the wall. Wow, that was a 6. As he's knocked back for 17, he just gets blasted. The other guy gets knocked kind of aside, but just kind of staggers himself. You see them do this. You all of a sudden see their skin go, and you see 2 men now made of metal with glowing blue eyes standing at the edge of the room right there. And Arnie's like, oh my goodness, the mech men! She was able to cloak mech men! Oh! So, Ruben.
So I bolt awake.
Yes, you do. I'm
At
sure
the
you
sound
bolt
of a
awake.
Shotgun. I would like to assess the situation, and I will cast Bless.
On yourself and your 2 mates, not on Arnie.
Yeah, not on
Good Arnie. Arnie's doing fine.
So everybody gets you get a D4 for the next minute whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw.
So they can add that at any point, just the once or for the whole minute?
For the whole minute.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you have a D4.
Yep, whenever for the next minute.
You can use it as much as you want.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And attack with it.
Great. Where are you throwing that?
Right there in the center. And just in my semi-groggy state, the first thing that comes to my mind is a pillow.
Okay.
So a giant spectral pillow appears, and I'm gonna just go. And the guy who just slammed into the wall, I'm gonna see if I can't clock him again back into the wall.
Nice.
What do I
Okay.
roll? So that's a total of 14 to hit.
+3.
So 17.
That hits.
For 4 points.
For 4 points. Against the guy with the wall. So
The
you.
giant spectral pillow smacks him for 4 points.
Next is Khalladak.
All right, well, I guess I'm just going to wah and get up.
This is such a tight room.
And I'm gonna grab my long sword or great sword from under my pillow. It was under my pillow.
Of course it was, yeah.
So I'm
your
just gonna pull it.
pillows, your pillows.
Yeah. I got
Plus your-
19 then.
Then you hit.
So that's 6. I get 10.
All right.
Sorry, on this guy.
10 on that guy. Okay, great.
Thanks, buddy.
We have them now. They're going to be re-energized. The one that was attacking Glyph is going to continue to attack Glyph. That is a 19 to hit,
Man,
I believe.
that'll do it.
8 damage to you.
Dang.
The other one is at the foot in front of you. Khal is going to swing at you as well.
Again, really. Oh,
This time he doesn't have advantage. Oh, that's going to be 20.
That'll hit. Yep.
Yep. And 10 damage to you. And the other one is going to swing at Ernie. He critted. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. Oh, there's a 1.
We might get that
And
scrying
8,
machine
9.
pretty quick. Scryer denier.
Every time I look up, I think
14
this is
damage
lava.
to Arnie.
Whoa.
How is Arnie looking after that?
He's not looking awful. He's been rocked for sure. He gets a big old slash across his chest as he kind of staggers on the bed. Next up, we have Glyph. You got that guy coming at you.
Okay.
Shoot him with the gun.
The gun's expended.
Never mind.
Glyph kind of quickly sets back into that trance for just a second to cast Zephyr Strike. So he's going to use that, and then he's going to swing at the guy right in front of him.
Great.
Plan is to then run past everybody.
Okay, great.
So once before the spell ends, I can give advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn.
Okay.
It deals an extra 1d8.
Wow, nice.
So I'm going to swing my sword at him.
Okay.
Short sword. Jeez. All right, advantage. That was a 4
Yeah.
plus 5.
Oh, don't forget you have the +4. You have the dice.
It's not gonna be enough. So I'm gonna proceed out of the room.
Okay.
To get out of range
Great.
of these guys.
don't
I'm gonna
blame
get around
you.
the corner down the hallway.
Okay.
Is there anybody else around
so
me?
no one else. They can't make opportunity attacks.
Yes,
against
that's
you?
right. So basically, you move like the wind through the entire space. No opponent can make an opportunity attack.
Great. Yeah, you rush past him. The one that's like in front of you goes to like make an attack, and it's just like you just whip past everybody in the room. Everyone's hair kind of blows to the side. Khalladak's beard kind of whips in the
Quicksilver
wind.
moment.
Okay. Arnie is up again. He's going to roll to see if his thing recharges. Nope. So yeah, you see him reach for another little capsule, and you see him load it into the bottom of his wrist here, and you just see him load that in, and like close a little thing up, and kind of point
Spider-Man?
this at the. Not well, yeah. We'll say he Spider-Mans it.
'Kay.
And he fires this out. Ooh! He rolled an 18. 17 damage. Gosh, to that same dude that rocked him in front of him.
Still alive?
Dude in the doorway?
No, to the guy like right across from him. Sorry, not the one in the doorway, but the guy where
So the
you
one
were hitting with the pillow.
Yeah.
So he does 17 to him. He looks messed up. That like smashes him against the wall, especially as he does this. He like puts his hand out. It kind of and you see electricity shoot out of this one as well. So there's some force, but also some electricity behind it as it, and you just see that fry him a little bit. He's kind of just sitting there like shaking for a second. It messed him up. He's not down yet, but it messed him up pretty bad. You see him smoking a little bit more, but still holding his weapon. And like these guys aren't showing like any visible emotion about any of this. It's just like blast, I'm hit, whatever, I don't care, I'm gonna keep going.
So cold.
Yes. Next we have Ruben.
So Ruben is gonna reach up and grab. That's not there, and he's gonna grab his shirt where he's got a little patch. And he's gonna mutter a couple words and do Radiance of the Dawn. So I need a con save for all three of them.
Okay. Oh, well, all three. There's a 16 and a 17.
Okay.
Those two succeed, but one fails.
Okay.
We'll say the one that's been beat up the most has failed.
So he will take 11, and the other two guys will take 5
Okay.
radiant damage.
He takes 11, you said?
Yeah.
And the other guys take 5. Okay. I guess it's like a radiant, like, just like,
And there's
yeah.
explosion of like white hot light.
Wait,
Yeah.
do we need to make constant?
No, it's hostile creatures.
Yeah, any
I
hostile.
considered hitting Arnie with it.
They all get like blasted, and the one that's been like smacked on a bunch, you just see his circuitry in his face just, and sparks like flash out, and
So with my bonus action, I'm gonna swing and hit the dude that was facing off with Glyph.
okay.
Oh, it's a 4.
Okay.
Plus
That guy can't be touched. Don't even try it. So one down.
swing and a miss.
One down. One is, he's just a smoldering mass. Oh, everyone
Oh,
make
crap.
a dex save.
Even me?
Not you.
Okay.
Actually, so let's see, who needs to? Yeah, everybody in the room has to make a dex save.
I get advantage on dex 6.
Okay. On the plus side, the 2 mech men failed it as well.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can add your dice.
Your
D4.
your D4 can go to this.
But
So, yeah.
What did you roll?
18.
14 total.
14 total. You both save. Arnie saves. And they both did not save. So all of a sudden, so you're still going to take half damage. But
Oh, well,
but it's not as bad as full, especially since it's 11. So you both take 5, and Arnie will take 5 as well. But so all of a sudden you see the bot hit the floor, and like he blows up, and there is shrapnel going everywhere, like pieces are flying. Everybody gets hit with a little something, but the 2 mech men that were around him both get blasted really hard to the side. And next is Khalladak.
okay, well, I guess now that he's dead, I was going to be mad at him. But I'm going into a rage, directing it towards this guy since I saw him attack Glyph, and then Glyph disappeared. So I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
I'm mad about it. 10, 16.
16 misses.
Oh,
as you swing, and as he's kind of rocked to the side, it was kind of, you were in mid swing as the blast happened, and you just kind of slowly miss out of the way, and it just kind of misses right by his face. They're up. They do not even acknowledge that the other one just died.
That their friend exploded.
Yeah, don't even acknowledge. He just turns to you.
Turning at Khalladak.
I'm
Yes.
wondering if I should just run away. I thought about just running away.
That's a 18 to hit you, Khalladak. 8 damage in half, so
yeah,
4.
4.
And the next one is he is actually going to try and grapple Arnie. Somehow, okay. So somehow,
Slippery.
so yeah, Arnie, he's a wily old man. He's got those like sinewy muscles, whereas this
Old
robot
man strength.
And Arnie's seen this coming before. He's programmed this before, so he sees this robot go and try and grapple at him, and he just wiggles out of the way. And then he is going to step back, load in another charge into the bottom, and fire away. Yep, that's a 19 to hit, which is going to hit.
That's Arnie?
That's Arnie.
Arnie
That
is
was
a
his
monster.
base roll, so that's just good. He blasts him with his the bottom of his wrist gun for 22 damage,
Oh,
as you just see that lightning
Arnie.
bolt just charge up again and bam into this guy. So, yeah, it doesn't kill it, but he looks messed up. He's definitely like smoking now. You just see. Now let's go. Next is Glyph. Wait, I skipped your turn. That was my bad. Arnie went right after.
Yeah,
the
Arnie,
next
Arnie
man.
did go ahead of me. Okay. At this point, I'm far enough away, but I think I have an angle on this guy.
Yeah,
with
you
the-
definitely
with
do.
the
You're
bow.
just shooting around the corner.
Yeah, so
Even if you had to move out and move back, either way.
right. All right, we'll take a shot with a longbow.
Okay.
17.
17. That will hit.
Cool. Well, here we go.
Not going to blow up.
4.
4.
That was a 1
Yeah.
plus 3.
Yeah. No, he does not blow
He
up.
doesn't blow up.
He gets smacked in the back, and you see like his arm go and start malfunctioning.
Sweet.
As he kind of popped it out of socket, but he's still standing.
Okay, so additionally, Zephyr Strike gives me 30 extra feet of movement,
Okay.
and it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm going to run in and take a single swing at the guy in front of Khal,
Great.
and then I'm going to dash back out to where I
Okay.
am. So Khal's further confused. I think.
Yes.
I think I'm coming
Wind
in.
is just. I mean, there is a hole in the ceiling.
That's an 18,
The 18 hits.
and that's a 6 plus 3. 4 more,
It's 4.
and I return to my hiding spot.
Yeah, as you run in and you just kind of slice your sword across it, you hear metal on metal as, but you seem to like maybe catch a some sort of gear somewhere, and you see a little gear fall out on the floor. Maybe come out of his knee.
Khal looks down and he sees the gear and he's like, what did that?
Next we have Ruben.
I would like. What do I guess before I would have moved, I would have wanted to know, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a fully automated mechanical man, or is it a mechanical man wearing clothes?
Wearing clothes. So they're in clothes, but he is like got a metal face and metal body parts. But he's wearing clothes.
Does anything strike me as removable?
His pants?
No. Like I could reach in and pull out a key thing that would potentially either shut it down or prevent it from exploding when it was killed.
Does he have a big turn thing on his back?
Has he got like an Iron Man thing that I can pluck out of his chest, or like a thing at the back of his neck that's like...
Nothing. Well, I mean, roll a perception check or investigation. Roll investigation. Let's do that.
6 plus something. It's under 10.
Okay, yeah. Nothing that you just notice right off the bat as you run up to him.
Okay. I'm just gonna Word of Radiance in both, and then I'm gonna Pillow Fight one.
Okay.
Word of Radiance. So now it's a smaller. And cover your eyes. And I need a.
Did you say cover your eyes?
Cover your eyes.
Cover your eyes.
They both have to hit a 13?
Con save of 13.
Okay, they both succeed.
They don't take any damage then. This is just cantrip.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit the one in the doorway. 18 plus.
That definitely hits.
8 total.
8 total. The
Bam!
doorway one?
Yeah. If possible, I'd like to knock him out of the doorway.
You do, as this like pillow like swings, and he's like looking down at Arnie. You can see him reaching out to like grab him, and the pillow just boof and smashes into him, and he goes crashing against the back wall. His sparks just kind of beep beep beep. Everybody within. Well, let's see. Arnie's behind a wall.
I've moved.
I think
Glyph's
you
behind
moved.
a
Yeah,
wall.
I think
Everybody's safe.
everyone is safe. So he just boosh, blows up, knocking like the wall down a little bit in that area. Just kind of crumbles.
Oh, is that the water closet right there?
At this
that's
point
what that
too.
That's where the commode is.
that's where the
Yeah,
chamber
yeah. You
pot
just blow
Chamber
the
pot.
chamber. You see the door to the
Ew.
chamber pot room just blow open, and this like little
Jurassic
chamber
Park?
pot just pshing, 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 and
Oh.
poop goes flying everywhere.
That was a Jurassic Park moment.
Oh no, there's
he's
no,
just, like, in
there's,
there.
There's nobody in it. But you do see, however, Glyph, you'll notice this, like 4 people have now just poked their heads out around the corner, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And people are like grabbing things and like freaking out, and they're running all around.
There's people back by the stairs.
Yeah. So they're kind of running back into their rooms, but they're not charging
And they
out
all
of their
think
rooms.
you're the bad guy right now.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
So next we have
Me.
Khal.
I like that because all they know is massive explosions are.
All right, I'm gonna attack recklessly on this guy.
All right.
I just want to get him out. All right, so that's 13, 14, 15. I got him on
Yeah.
the first one.
Uh-huh.
But let's see if I crit.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. But I still hit him with the
You
great
do.
sword. So that's 9 plus 4, 13.
Okay. Oof. You take your great sword and you swing it over your head and you swing it down. It crunches into the metal on his shoulder, and you see that arm just kind of. But he's just not quite down yet. He's still standing strong.
well then
but he
I'm just
looks
gonna-
he looks messed up.
Boop bop beep bop. Out here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, obviously he can't make an opportunity attack against you.
Cool.
Good luck, little
Boop,
dude.
bop, beep, bop. So,
Make your pillow do it.
he turns to Arnie, and he is going to run and try and grapple him. Ooh, that was not as good for Arnie.
I'm looking at that table.
Arnie is not
Table
paying
right there? What is that in the
attention
corner?
when he gets grappled by this thing.
It just tackles him.
It just kind of runs over and then picks him up and begins to drag him back this way. Jumps out the window.
No.
with him.
Oh,
You can make an opportunity attack against him.
hand axe.
Hand axe him in the knee.
+1. 14.
14.
Total.
You do swing and you actually make a connection, but it's like you just don't have the shoulder behind it. It's like pink, and you kind of get rocked. And he would have actually gotten a little farther because he jumped out. He lands on the ground. I mean, he doesn't have immunity to that, so
How far is the jump?
he's gonna make an athletics check to see.
Oh, I just assumed that I was thinking about throwing one out, but I thought it would just be like not I Am Legend, iRobot, where they just can fall from incredible distances and just like superhero land.
No, I mean it's still some damage to fall.
Does Arnie take damage too?
He's being held, like, kind of over the shoulder. He does not succeed on his athletics check, so he's gonna take damage.
He's got.
Oh, that's 5.
Oh no.
Is that enough? So he jumps out the window with Arnie on his shoulder, and you hear, oh, as this robot. You thought you didn't do anything, but you caught a small wire.
Apparently.
You caught a small wire on the back of his little ankle or something. Tripped it up enough to where it lands, it just crunches itself onto the ground. Arnie is going to take some damage now from falling. He's going to take 10 damage.
Oh,
And then how much damage
and
from
then
the explosion?
Yeah.
Arnie.
He would
we
have
lose
been,
Arnie.
He
Yeah.
probably would have been at disadvantage because
We could run down there and heal him back up.
if he doesn't
If he doesn't die right now.
Well, there's no way that's gonna.
okay, so
Do
that's,
NPCs get death saving
he,
throws?
he critted on
They're
his.
doing some of the podcasts I
He
listened
actually,
to.
well, no, he didn't crit. He was at disadvantage, but
If they're a team
he still
member.
got enough. He still got enough. He succeeded on his dex save to try and like barrel roll out of the way. So he had taken 10 from the fall, which got him there,
He parkoured.
and then
parkour
he
rolled.
5, 6, 7,
60-year-old man.
7 halved to 3, and there's like beep, beep.
Go check out the window. Ruben, go look out the window.
I
Who's
will
gonna look
walk
out
to the window and
Yeah, Glyph's at the
out.
window with him looking down and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over there too.
You run over to the window.
So it's gonna be 1 head, 2 head on the top.
as you're just like whoop, whoop, whoop.
Around the
Yeah,
doorway
Just
again.
like looking up over the top. You all peer over the window, and on the ground you see there's just smoldering,
Like a silhouette.
like a silhouette from where it exploded, and a few feet away you see Arnie covered in blood, and he rolls over and he goes, oh, oh.
Boy, none of us can take off running, but I'm gonna take off running. down.
You see him like sitting up, and he's just like holding his side. You see like part of him is a little singed and burned and bloody.
I guess I don't know him that well, so I'm probably looking at him like.
Yeah, just
he
like,
gets 6 hit points back from me.
6 hit points as you healing word him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that gonna stabilize him? What's happening here?
Oh no, he's
He's
still
stabilized.
up. He wasn't ever unconscious.
Okay.
He just that helps. You see like some of his wounds close up and a little bit of the charring goes away from his skin, but he still looks pretty rough. So Arnie's like, "Oh boy." And you're starting to see people like pop open doors to different buildings.
Where
like,
are you? Have
"What
you
is
already
going-"
run out? Where are you right now, Glyph?
You guys are all at the window.
Where are you?
I'm with you guys at the window.
Where are you, Khal?
Yeah, I just watched him.
Hey, both of you maybe want to get your heads back in the window real quick. Just go ahead, back in. Also, maybe shut our door. Go ahead, just shut our door real fast.
Is our door existent?
Nope.
Okay, maybe
Two of those just blew it off its hinges.
maybe bundle up in some sheets real fast. Bundle.
I put a sheet.
The whole
over
thing
me.
is shook you. You're scared. You bundle up in sheets for safety.
I put a sheet.
You
over
start
myself.
hearing like people like murmuring like, I don't know, is everybody okay? I don't know. I just see things broken down the hallway. Arnie's like up off the ground like, oh no, we have to go. And you see him like getting up and like, oh god.
All right, I will. Okay. I'm gonna go
hey.
put my head out the door and see in our hallway what's it look like.
Okay. You poke your head out and
Hey,
you
maybe
see
I
like
want to like rummage around and see if they got anything on them real fast.
you see a man like coming out with like a club, like just a small like it's like a stick, and he's just like looking at it. He's
Is there anybody in your room, mister?
yes, my wife and child.
No, I mean, was any of these robot things or these metal people? Was they in your room?
No. Well, there is no metal person. There's like nothing there.
There's nothing. What am I looking
nothing.
at?
Like there's just smoldering little bits here and there.
Oh,
but, like,
gear.
Well, then I point and make. Well, okay. So nobody came in and attacked you?
no.
Okay. Well, maybe just get back in your room. Just be careful.
Okay.
I'm gonna check to see if there's anybody else out here.
No, I
You hold on to
I
that
know-
club.
I know
hold
I
on to
sound
that club.
crazy, but I thought I saw a bugbear in here.
Well, no,
I'm
no,
just
sir.
a big guy with a sheet over my.
No, sir. What I was seeing, they looked like they were wearing like full suits of armor kind of people.
Okay, I just telling you what I thought I saw.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
When he said bugbear, I gasped.
Are you visible right now?
You're in.
I have a sheet over
Y'all are still in
myself.
the bedroom, right? In the hotel room. Okay, I maybe best hold on to that club and stick tight in your room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scout.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
And he like goes back into his room and says, don't worry, we'll be okay. Just stay calm." And he like closes the door to his room. You see like another man come out, like he's pulling up his pants and he's got like a short sword, and he's like he pulls it out and he's like, What's the action? What's the action? I'm ready for whatever. And a woman like pops out like half clothed, and she's like, "Oh, love, come back in the room. Let's get back in here."
Oh,
Egret, is that you?
He's like, I have to do what I have to do, and he's like ready to arm. He doesn't have a shirt on or anything, but he's got a sword and like nice pants.
I must defend your honor.
Yeah.
Did you see? Was anybody coming and bust into your room?
I didn't see anybody. I
Okay.
didn't see anyone.
Okay. All right. Well, at the moment, it seems like it's all settled down.
I must.
We got some explosions have happened back
I'll
on
have
this
to-
side of the hall. Looks like some folks blew themselves up. But
What?
yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to let the rest of the guard know.
That's a good idea. Tell him.
Egret, I'll pay you tomorrow, I promise. And he like sheathes his sword and he goes and you Bruno, you get back here. That he's a right bastard. That one. What is happening?
Oh,
We've heard
some
explosions.
large men dressed in all metal busted into our room, attacked us, and then they blew themselves up and have destroyed our room.
I'm gonna go running out of this room with the sheet over me and go, "I'm badly burned," and just take off.
Yeah, Glyph is still.
Badly burned.
I think the remnants of the Zephyr Strike is still going, so I'm just rushing out and get past and get down to him in the street.
Yeah, the remnants. I'll say
It lasts
the
a
remnants.
minute.
Yeah.
So
I'll let it go to run out there. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't
She just sees a wind whip past the cape past the cloak that Khal's wearing it, but it just pushes it more around him as he runs down the stairs.
I'd like to investigate while this is happening. Anything? Is there anything left that I can salvage?
Some small little metal bits here and there.
They didn't even have a sword.
No weapons. No, they weren't carrying anything.
The swords did stay.
Can I grab the swords?
Yeah, they're big. I mean, they're long swords, so they're like great swords to you almost.
I would
You
like
could
to.
probably. I mean, you could probably carry one or maybe two, but I'll make you do a strength check for two.
I'd like to carry each of them over and drop them out the window, point first into the dirt.
Okay.
Glyph, put these in the bag.
Okay.
Glyph runs over to the window and opens the back up.
All right.
Is there a mouse in the bag? Is there a mouse in the bag?
You haven't checked. You've got to think about what you're actually going after in the bag. So the only person who knows you were trying to catch a mouse was you. So
You're the only,
you're
person
the only
that
one
can
who
look for it.
could get it.
If I open it up and the sword falls into it, does it pierce through the bag?
No.
Okay.
Goes into just like
Like,
nothingness.
a void.
Yeah.
Of course, if you miss it, it slices open the edge of the bag.
That could be bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch him from him throwing him down.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's play with fire.
Okay.
I
Dexterity.
don't know any better. This is the first
Dexterity
bag of
checks-
holding I've ever seen.
Dexterity checks from both of you.
All right,
You started this.
5.
2.
Do you get a plus to Dex?
Yeah, small one. I get +3.
Okay.
5 and 5. Roll for damage.
You know, I'm not gonna say that it actually slices it. If you had rolled a 1, then I would have said it would have sliced it. but I think you just miss. It just kind of, you get out your hands and it just goes
Nicks your arm.
like right, yeah.
Okay,
Just
I'd
goes-
rather cut your hand off than cut this bag open.
Okay,
and then
what
are you
about
going
the second one?
And you're gonna drop a second sword out.
Try it again.
Hey, are these bags expensive?
I don't even know. I mean, I paid like 100 gold for it.
I just
No, you
don't
got
want
it
to.
for
I just
free.
don't want to tear it
that one
up.
for, that was from the
That's right,
scale.
yeah.
I just don't want to tear it up.
But don't just. I've gotten over here. I'm like,
I've got a good
just
feeling
let it
about
hit
this.
the dirt. Just let it hit the dirt.
Here, Glyph, don't try and catch this one. I let go.
Are you trying to go for it, Glyph?
I think Glyph tries to go for it.
Okay, so go ahead and both roll me dexterity checks again.
Me?
I guess you're not trying to go for it. So.
I'm not intentionally doing
Yeah,
anything.
you're not trying to aim it.
21.
You 21? Okay, yeah. You put it now. You're like more aimed for it, and
I was
so
trying
it
to
goes
catch it.
shoo, right into the bag, and you just Mary Poppins
This thing's
right
awesome.
into there.
Okay, I want to dangle from the window.
Okay.
Hey, Khal. Khal.
I'm gonna reach up with my long arms. Can I almost get to the window?
It'll be. I'll let you roll with advantage to try and catch him, but I'll let you do an athletics check to try and catch him.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a football. You're catching a little football.
Yep. Okay.
A heavy football.
All right. Well,
Weigh
that's
like
not
30
great.
pounds.
Still not great.
2 threes.
2 threes.
So I got 8.
Okay. So you let go.
like
Do
you're
you?
the wrong
I'm
window.
bet you're just telling him, "Go ahead, drop. I'll catch you." You let go, and
In my mind,
Fall.
I am thinking, I don't know if he's going to try.
I'll let you roll acrobatics just to brace if you were going to like hit the ground. Like you could do a little roll.
Oh,
Crit fail.
Plus one, so 2.
2. Okay, yeah. So you hit the ground for 11 damage as Khal just.
I'm gonna say just for flavor, it's gonna hit my brain like the mouse, and I'm gonna like while I'm gonna turn around real
as
quick.
he's dropping, you're just like, "Oh, the mouse! I was gonna."
And I turn around and
I'm holding it open.
I like reach in for a mouse.
And you hit something fuzzy.
I pull it out.
You pull out a dead rat.
Okay.
It's
I'm so
suffocated
upset.
in the bag of holding that has no air inside of it.
They have 10 minutes.
It's just like a limp rat in your hand.
I drop to my knees while Ruben's behind me.
Arnie's like, "Come on, we've got to go." As you start hearing,
Can I
like,
get a minute?
you start hearing a ging, 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 and that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, man.
Poor rat.
Well, so you guys are in the middle of Middle Branch, running for your lives, potentially. Hopefully, the town guards don't get suspicious of a 8-foot-tall bugbear and a drow, and
I have
They're
a sheet.
blanketed.
I am
You're
a burn victim.
you are in a sheet for now.
I've got one more spell slot.
Oh, fun.
We
Yeah.
have syringes to help you.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
You do have those syringes. Well, great job, guys. That was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to tonight's session a lot. I thought it would be definitely a exciting one that you may not expect everything that was going to happen. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. If you liked the podcast, please rate us 5 stars. Give us a comment. We really appreciate it. We thank you for everyone who's done it so far. We like doing the show, so any support is great. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can be alerted when we post another video. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.